Yo, what's up, fellas? Got a quick melee weapons tier list for 7 days here. First of all, this tier list is more generalized. I'm not ranking each and every weapon, despite what you see at the bottom here. I'm instead just going to group them. Furthermore, I'm taking into account effectiveness at all points in the game, early, mid, and late. Alright, with that out of the way, let's get into this. Number one is definitely stun batons. Gotta be stun batons. They are extremely overpowered. The stun repulsor mod plus the one perk book that gives a chance to instantly recharge means that no zombie will ever stand a chance once stunned and sent flying. Even a horde of rads becomes a cakewalk when you can instantly send them all flying away from you in just one hit. Sure, the actual damage is fairly low, but the threat to you is nullified immediately upon getting a stun off. Not to mention that under the physician skill tree now, you can add on an extra decap chance and an instant kill chance. It makes this weapon undoubtedly the best in the game. Next up, clubs. Clubs are the workhorse of 7 days melee. You got great damage, good range, good size hitboxes, decent stamina consumption. They're highly moddable and have great knockdown chances. When given the metal chain mod and a weighted head mod, most enemies will be knocked down without ever getting a chance to get up. And after reading all the books, you receive a perk which grants full stamina back after a kill. This alone is amazing and makes this weapon solidly second best. Next up, sledges. With absurdly high damage and fantastic range, sledgehammers are a super powerful weapon in this game. The group knockdown chance is absolutely amazing, especially come Horde Night. It can really carry you through some rough situations. Unfortunately, the slow swing speed and very high stamina consumption bring these weapons down a bit. Plus, with no perk books to get any special abilities, the sledges kind of get left in the dark comparatively. Despite those problems, the sledge is still a really viable weapon in 7 days to die. Next up is Knucks. Knuckles are a mixed bag, really. With low stamina cost, super fast swing speed, and a decent knockdown chance, they appear like a safe bet on the surface. Add on the invincible brawler shenanigans with the healing from perks and perk books, and you can have a seriously monstrous weapon for a tank build. Despite all that though, the Knuckles are let down by a pitiful range, low damage, and the general fact that as a player you will be practically forced into taking hits. The Knuckles are good, but just not better than anything else above it. Next up, spears. Spears are an irritating weapon. If you've ever used them before, then you know that they demand precision when used. Countless times I've swung at a zombie and somehow just barely missed by what feels like only a pixel. The hitboxes are just too small on this weapon. Couple that with relatively low damage overall and you can see why I rank it so low. That being said though, it's not all bad for spears. With the best range in the game, you can really keep zombies away from you, avoiding damage completely. Plus, the power attack has a decent knockdown chance, and the relevant skill books are really stellar. Piercing through several enemies is fantastic. It really is a shame though that the spears are just so hard to hit with, and they don't hit hard enough. Lastly, and, well, least, knives. Knives are a really pathetic weapon in 7 days. On the bright side, they have amazing swing speed, low stamina cost, and cause enemies to bleed. Unfortunately though, the range is pitiful. You can hardly hit anything unless you're already in range to take a hit yourself. The damage is low, even on the machete, making other weapons just feel better to use. Also, bleeding is really just not a mechanic you want to rely on. Why bother making your enemy bleed, running away to let them die slowly, or adding on more cuts to exacerbate the damage when you can just finish the job in one blow? It's just not worth it when compared to other melee weapons. Knives are the worst melee weapon in 7 days to die. Well, that's all done. Thanks for watching.